Alright guys, Supreme Kami over here. So what we are looking at right now is gonna be the Depth Nooks here. So in terms of what we have the 3rd year anniversary campaign info going on. So in terms of when this actually dropped, I believe it dropped actually 3 days ago. So let's kind of take a look and see what we can kind of find over here. So they just have like a brief introduction over here. So they're gonna be talking about in terms of when their scheduling is. This is gonna be starting late July. So I want to say in terms of like the actual starting date, just looking back last year. So last year anniversary, like going back in 2021, for example, it actually started on the 27th. So if you fast track to this year, I will highly say somewhere around the 26th we should definitely get something. I would even highly say this day is probably where we'll actually get the banner as well, because last year that's where we actually get the Gundam Helios, and then the double shield Quanta. So I'm definitely expecting something on that day. So that's that. In terms of some of the 3rd year anniversary information that we can expect, if they talk about that, we are gonna be having 10 big in-game campaigns. So I mean, like, there better be some like huge campaigns, because like at the current pace of this game, even going back last year, right? I think last year what really hold the game together was the fact that they're dropping a battle log. They had like that animation for the battle log, so that was definitely hype. Because they had like an 8-week logs period where we were able to get like the free-to-play version of the Helios, Blazing, Life Blast, was it Double Command Quanta, Barbitoros, and then am I forgetting something? Oh, Perfect Strike Freedom. So I think last year around like right after the anniversary whatsoever, it was just a little bit more impactful and a little bit more excitement that I would have to say compared to this year, because like right after the 3rd year anniversary, like like what are they gonna drop? It's just something that they really do need to like plan out for sure. So hopefully it's gonna be some very huge campaign, because like right after the 3rd year anniversary, if we just gonna have those 2 week logs, those 2 weeks long campaign, recycle the welfare unit, and even like recycle the Sokai batter continue on. Like I don't know, like it's gonna be a very hard incline like to the 4th year anniversary. So this is probably, I would say, make or break. So yeah. So yeah, 10 new campaigns, so hopefully they can be good. So in terms of what we are getting for some of the rewards, there's going to be some capsule tickets, obviously, some part upgrades, some tune-up items, and not to mention hardships. Okay, I don't remember exactly if we got any good amount of hardships per login, like the first day of the anniversary, for example. So maybe we could get at least like a few multis in, like maybe 1 or 2 multi of free horses potentially. I don't know. Hopefully that's the case, but if not, I don't know, man. It's gonna be tough. So not only that, we are gonna be getting so well received growth hanger. Yeah, yeah. They have been neglecting this for like how many months now? So no. This is what I was talking about. I don't know if you guys remember, but like a while ago, we had like a campaign about the growth hanger. So it was like a 9 times rate. So no, was it a 9 times rate or six times rate? I think it was 6 times rate. So that was actually really good. So they are gonna be doing the same thing again. So that's actually gonna be huge. So this one was free hanger. So are they not dropping it for the pay hanger? I don't know. They're not dropping it in here, so I mean, like, we just gotta wait to see that one. But I'm glad that they're bringing this back, so that's gonna be good. There's also gonna be a new gunplot that you can get through a special capsule. Okay, so that is in the works right now. So I don't know what kind of new gunplot that they could drop, because like it's just like a special capsule, for example. Like the one that's special right now that you can't really get is the Kaski. Both version of the Kaski is pretty limited to like a certain period of like 30 years, for example. So that was kind of special. So hopefully it's like something of that tier. And if they do, like, hopefully they can drop the alteration on the spot as well, because like in terms of the new Akatsuki Shiranui, that one has not even gotten a alteration yet. So I don't know. But other than that, what else are we planning to have? So in addition, there's gonna be like a special website. So that's cool. I'm pretty sure we have something like that last year as well, I think. What else do we have? So, 4 photo update should be going live exactly the same time as maybe the anniversary I'm expecting. So, there should be like a very big update right after that as well. So here's gonna be a sneak peek over here. So, photo studio, especially, yeah. Okay, so that's gonna be the main headliner. It looks like so they are gonna be adding more poses, so that's actually good. I mean, like if they're gonna continue to expand on this one, I think that is fairly, pretty good. Obviously, just because in terms of this overall game, it's not about the overall like the other like the gameplay aspect of it. I feel like it's just for players that enjoy complex, for example. You just kind of go on here and do any sort of custom build, for example, and just try to post whatever post I was. So, having this expansion is not the worst case scenario. I will have to say. In terms of the other stuff that they are gonna be implementing, it's gonna be a box limit expansion. So yeah, that is definitely needed because in terms of player that well so every week, for example, I mean, like their box is pretty much full, so they are pretty much living on the edge, like they definitely need the space for that, so that's cool. So this is definitely something that we have gotten already upon the release of the newsletter. So that's gonna be pretty much it. So in terms of the last newsletter or depth notes, for example, it was like back in April 3rd. Like this is where we got this update. This update, y'all already know it's not it's not that good. So hopefully right after the anniversary or even in their anniversary, for example, hopefully they can probably make some adjustment to the current schedule because this right now is it's not looking hot. Event mission for 2 weeks long. I mean, like, it's not the fact that it's 2 weeks long that's bad. It's the fact that they are recycling it. So if they're bringing out brand new welfare, for example, every 2 weeks, I mean, at least that's something to pretty much look out for example. But I don't know, man. Like they better do some big reworks like for the 3rd year anniversary. If not, right after that, it's gonna be very grim. I would definitely say so. So here I do have a few tabs open up over here. So I will try to find out the exact date for the banner that released last year, but I scroll all the way down, and this is what we finished off with. So I mean, like, that's kind of fortunate. So I also do have a few other games, like other games that open up over here. So kind of like speaking like right after the 3rd year anniversary, if it goes downhill, for example, like let's say if anything does happen, not enough content, dry content whatsoever, I be like we're pretty much gonna be overshadowed by Gundam Evolution that should be coming out later this year. So I be like they better do something good. Like if not, this one is definitely gonna be like another go-to people will definitely go for because this one's gonna be like a full-on PvP, for example. So that's that. Another one that is gonna be coming out fairly soon. We have the I did pull it up on the Japanese version of it, but this one is going to be the SD Gundam Battle Alliance. So I mean, like this one is looking like a very, very, very promising game over here. So there is going to be a paywall initially, but I have heard that in terms of like afterwards, there's not going to be any micro transactions. So this is actually going to be a fairly good quote free to play game if you don't count the initial spending. So this game right here, I definitely expect to do very good. So I would like if anything this turns south, or let's say get a breaker, for example, like this is gonna be like the next bread and butter for like Gundam game, for example. Another one that is in the works currently is gonna be the SC Gundam G generation internal over here. So this one currently does not really have that much info and what we can expect. So I feel like this was probably could be another next big hit mobile game we're looking at. So yeah, but in terms of some other mobile game that I'm pretty sure, no, I don't know if a lot of people are aware of. We also do have the UC Engage. So this one is like a pretty much like a regional lock exclusive. So if you guys are not using, let's say VPN, for example, or if you guys are not living in Japan specifically, this is definitely not gonna be something you guys are able to play. But I feel like this one is pretty much gonna be like a pretty good mobile game, for example. So like if let's say after the 3rd year anniversary, anything that goes south, for example, I mean, like it's right here. We just have more other kind of games. So besides this one is probably the more niche aspect of it. So this was gonna be another kind of game that I played, on the occasion on the channel as well. So this one is gonna be another kind of like a regional lock exclusive again. This one is ties it to if you live in Hong Kong, for example, you can definitely play this one. Or if you, let's say, live in Korea, for example, you can play this one. Or if you guys do VPN, you can definitely play as well. So this one I will say is like the best version of PvP mobile game that we have currently to this day. So I mean, like, we just have so many options. So if this one goes down, for example, I hope not, but I be like, we just have like a good amount of the game going on already. So I mean, yeah. So this is just kind of like my 2 cents of how I feel at the moment. I know that their anniversary could be hype and all that, but I'm just looking at the aftermath. Like, all right, so after we have all the hype stuff going on, what is it after that? You know, from the end day of the 3rd anniversary to the 4th anniversary, can we actually make it? What kind of plans do they have to kind of sustain for that long? So those are definitely going to be questions that I have honestly for you guys over here. But I'm definitely looking forward to the 3rd anniversary. I hope that a lot of you guys are, because you know, I mean, like the past 2 weeks, or even the past 3 weeks exactly, they dropped some pretty, pretty hype stuff. You know, the Australia app type, the Type App 2 was definitely pretty hype. That was definitely something unexpected in my opinion. So I was definitely pleased about that one. And then in terms of the Standard Radar, having that new EXQ definitely pays off in a way. So I do hope that they will do good works for the 3rd anniversary and Border Cups. But that's it for me, and then I'll catch you guys on the next one.